please make sure all the bullies are exploded and make sure that it hurts an awful lot.
And I wish for a dog and a treehouse and ice cream and, I don't know, a second dog probably. Mm-hmm. Amen.
Oh,
our friends are here.
Hey, welcome guys.
We didn't hear you guys come in.
Sneaky little devils.
Ever heard of knocking?
We kid.
We're kidding. My name's JD.
I'm Ryan.
And we're Two Tree Hill.
The band.
The
and comedy music
this
band. Oh.
Is
Pillow Talk.
If you haven't seen Pillow Talk yet, this is the second episode.
Number 2.
And weird of you to start here.
Honestly, if you're going through the archives, just go to the first one.
Just start with the first.
It's not that bad for a first episode.
We're probably seeing you a second time, but just in case it's your first time, we'll tell you a little bit about what Pillow Talk is.
Yes. Pillow Talk is kind of like when you're going on a boat with your stepdad, and he's trying to impress your mom because they just got together recently, but you don't like boats, and then suddenly he wants to go tubing with you.
He wants to be in the tube with you? Or
yeah.
He wants to drive the boat?
No, he wants to be in a London train with you.
Oh, that's exactly what Pillow Talk is like. You're in, your stepdad, who you're not close to yet, who you're on a boat with, says he wants to ride a train in London with you soon. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Look at the time, JD. What time is it?
Guys, we got great news. We have new merch in the store. We have the Two Tree Hill Alanis Morissette. Tell them about the Two Tree Hill Alanis Morissette, Ryan.
Sure thing, JD. So there you are in the 90s. You got your jagged little pill in your hand, and you're like, I wish I had a Alanis Morissette of my very own.
You're going, Ace Ventura is so funny.
You're going, I don't know,
Austin Powers, the first one, is so funny.
You're going, Bill Clinton's a great president.
You can do whatever you want. Like, we gave her, we're not going to say how much money, but it's really Alanis Morissette. And we painted her blue. We wrote Two Tree Hill on her. And now she sort of does our bidding in a way.
She's kind of like, what's his name from Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
Igor? She's kind of like the Two Tree Hill Igor at this point.
Today's word is creativity! It's pretty big.
It's bigger than episode 1, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What age was like your most creative age?
What age was my most creative age?
Yeah.
That's hard.
I think my most creative age, was probably 11 or 12.
What were you doing?
I was making comic books. I was making little movies.
I made comic books.
I had a character called Shock that I made when I was very young.
That's a solid character that I think a lot of people would think of.
And he was just Static Shock but white.
Oh, there was a real lack of that in the...
Yeah, honestly, I was diversifying the DC portfolio by making my own white Static Shock.
That's progressive, yeah.
yeah. I thought that was huge. That was a never before...
You were a young white kid going, there's no one for me to look up to in comic books.
Where's my representation?
Did you ever take an art class?
Oh my God, I took an art class when I was in 9th grade with Miss Baumgarten. Oh my.
That's a depressing name.
Oh my God. She actually made me quit drawing. Because I submitted a couple projects and she told me to my face in front of the class. She went, "You'll never be good. You're horrible. You're awful at art." By the way, I was pretty good.
That's so messed up for a teacher to do that.
I know.
I took art classes my art teachers, I grew up in a small town and they were always weird.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a really good experience with an art teacher.
Okay.
I was dating this girl.
I thought you were going to say I was dating this art teacher.
I was dating this art teacher so hot. I was dating this girl and...
You dating a girl?
Whoa! I was dating this girl and she had treated me really badly. I just didn't really know how to be dating yet, you know?
Sure.
I was young. I was in high school and I am in the band area and the theater area are in the same building. They're their
always
own
the
building.
same wing.
Yeah, keep all those kids away from the rest of the kids.
That's probably safe.
But I scream at this girl. I've had enough. I'm so mad. I'm shaking. I'm screaming at her. You don't care about me. All this stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I'm swearing super loud.
Oh no!
And then
let's just say I'm glad you were in the drama department because
I was a drama king that day. I'll tell you what. And I normally don't get heated like that. But then they left, and then the theater teacher who was like 4 feet tall in my memory and round,
no.
comes out like, poof, poof, and she gives me a hug.
Aww.
She was like,
I thought she was gonna wag a finger.
wouldn't you think?
I would have wagged
I
a
still
finger.
think about that. I'm like, she was a weird lady, but
Yeah.
that was one of the most genuine moments of human connection I've ever felt in my life.
I love that.
All right, boys and girls, what fun we've been having so far, am I right?
So much fun.
Yeah. Today we have a special guest who knows a lot about creativity.
I'd say.
Everybody give it up for Jordan Keys. There he is.
Hi.
You're on our Magic TV screen. Can you believe it?
That's wild.
Can you define creativity for us?
Creativity is what you have when you're not conventionally attractive or skilled. I believe that is creativity. And you can totally look that up in the Webster's Dictionary. I had that memorized from reading it yesterday. So.
And that's a not well-known fact about Jordan is that every morning, like some people go to the gym, he reads an entire dictionary, top to bottom.
Yep. I say I'm doing my reps. Everybody quiet down. I tell my wife and my child, leave the house please. I'm doing my reps. And they stand in the front yard and I read the dictionary.
And then at around 7 p.m. they're allowed back in the house and
They are allowed back in the house.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done my speed read of the dictionary.
So, Jordan, we know you from TikTok.
These are cattails. They're just fairly common water reeds and they're not edible. But don't you think they ought to be?
Give us a little overview of everything you do. I know you do some improv too, and also when and how you sort of got into that.
Well, I've been making songs since I was really, really little. Like when I was, I think 5 or 6, my parents got me just like a 3-string guitar from the thrift store, and I made up a rap about a Bible story that I'd heard in church that day. I started going to this freestyle rap open mic night at a coffee shop in Orlando. Line up and a DJ would play beats for 3 to 4 hours, and you would get up when it was your turn and you would freestyle for as long as you could, and then when you messed up it was like, all right, back of the line.
Wow.
And so then I got connected with our local improv theater, and they were like, well, we want to feature you in a show, and then like your freestyles will inspire our improv scenes. And so we started kind of blending freestyle rap with, traditional improv scenes. And so my actual job that I was doing pre-pandemic was touring colleges and corporate events and comedy clubs, doing basically like Wildin' Out meets Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Wow.
That is so cool.
That's really cool. But before we go on to the next subject, Jordan, I have to know, do you recall your Bible rap at all you wrote when you were 6?
All right, it was just 2 lines, and it went like this. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego got thrown in a fire a long time ago.
And it was, that's nice, because it leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It is a cliffhanger.
So Jordan, who would you say your biggest inspirations are?
I would say Weird Al.
Oh,
I know that's kind of like if you do musical comedy, you have to like Weird Al. But yeah,
yeah.
I love Weird Al. I would probably say MF Doom.
Wow,
is
really?
Another one.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. R.I.P.
He's-
man.
I only listened to Weird Al, like no other music at all until I was probably 14.
Okay.
You
I
know,
will-
like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I will tell you that Weird Al was my primary exposure to the world of popular music for a very long time, because I grew up in a very conservative Christian home where we didn't listen to the radio, we didn't listen to, I couldn't burn any CDs off of Kazaa.
Yeah.
And so, but my parents loved comedy. They loved Weird Al. It's very interesting because I was semi-sheltered in some respects, but then my parents were also like very passionate about like Monty Python and things like that, and sketch comedy and things like that. So they were selective, but did expose me to a lot of really, really good comedy.
what do you think makes TikTok different from other media like YouTube or Instagram or maybe Facebook?
And then your favorite Family Guy character after that.
And it can't be Stewie or Brian because those are my favorite.
And my favorite is Chris.
And my dad's favorite is Peter, so you can't choose that one.
Those are all off limits.
Okay.
But answer that last.
Okay, yeah, no, I will be holding that one because that's the one I have been thinking of. I've been thinking a lot about the differences between TikTok and other media, and I think TikTok, more than any other media, offers an element of interactivity, and not just interactivity, because Twitch does have that, but interactivity and also just feeling like you're genuinely part of something that someone else created, be it stitches, duets, reply, like having the ability to reply with a video to a comment. There's just so many different ways to make people feel like they're in on it.
You ever see, isn't it weird when you see someone who has like 15,000 followers but they're verified and you're like, what did you do in real life to be famous?
Yeah.
Because it's not
okay,
here.
I'm going to tell you my story of that. There's a follower on here called Charlie Hall, or a creator here called Charlie Hall, and I was, but he had maybe 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 followers, and I was like, who is this guy? He's Julia Louis-Dreyfus's son.
No way!
So that's why he's verified, just to show. But it's weird because he's verified, but as Charlie Hall.
When I found out Weird Al's daughter was on Instagram, I had to take a long look in the mirror and go, I don't reach out to this person.
How old is she?
I think she's under 18. And I'm not saying reaching out.
That's a good instinct, JD.
Yeah, I'm not saying reach out in that kind of way, but I was like,
yeah,
don't be like, hey, want to be friends? For
hey,
no reason.
I love your dad.
Yeah, I want to meet your dad so bad.
Want to play?
Want to play 8-ball?
Yeah, let's play.
But also, before we move on, as far as my favorite Family Guy character, it's probably friggin' Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
And it can't be Peanut Butter Jelly Time because that... Does it ever annoy you? I don't know if annoy is the right word, but the fact that people like us and you put a fair amount of effort into our videos, does it annoy you that someone can duet a video and add literally nothing and they'll outnumber you crazy in likes and views?
Yeah, or maybe they'll Lilo and Stitch it or something like that. You know?
And as far as Lilo and Stitching in TikTok goes, it's very, I think it goes back to that interconnectivity and that interactivity where it's like you kind of can't hate the game, but also you have to, it's frustrating when someone can be like, just duet it, and it's just them just watching the thing, or it's a tweet that someone else wrote and them just reading it with the wobbly voice filter.
It feels like minimalist reaction videos. It feels like they've taken the reaction video, a form of art that already feels a little like, okay, and they've made it worse.
And the Fine brothers are suing their pants off. It's also funny when you see someone's page and they don't have a lot of followers, but it's like 2 million likes, and it's always something like that. They just react.
You got 2 million likes because they figured out how to screen record an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And they edited it into their video. It's like, okay.
What we'll start doing is we'll film TikToks of Pillow Talk from our phones off of a screen
and go,
put ha
best part.
Yeah, best part.
Like for part 2.
And then I'm going to download that clip that you posted.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you know what video lives in my head rent free? And then I'll just attach that, and it will be you guys saying like for part 2. But it was in my head rent free, and I did it.
Yeah.
I put it on my account, so it's me now.
Speaking of rent, I feel a song coming on right now about this very subject.
And it's not about the AIDS crisis.
Whoa.
Here's a question anyone can answer.
You know I got a question, baby.
By stitching with a video that's already of thousands of views by doing this. And I'll get a huge boost in engagement.
Make a surprise face. I'll point up of you.
Talk to a TTH.
Don't doubt a single thing. Record will and grace. And say like Bobart too.
I love Will and Grace.
You gotta stitch it down. Look blankly at the camera.
Play an old Teen Titans clip.
Remember Teen Titans.
Old Teen Titans, now Teen Titans Go.
Stitch that video, baby. Hey, Keys, let's loop this bad boy.
Wow, that was a lot of fun.
That was great.
Keys is a great guy.
Swell guy.
Yeah,
even.
make sure you follow him on TikTok. But now we're going to sort of switch gears and talk about something really serious that's sort of afflicting a lot in the country right now.
Yeah.
Feline gingivitis. It's when these cats just aren't taking proper care of their teeth.
They're not brushing.
What? What is that?
Ugh.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
It's Clark, the drug awareness Japanese murder hornet.
Oh, hey, Clark.
Hey, what have you come to say?
I came to tell you this very important message. Did you know that you can make great art without being under the influence of hard alcohol or drugs?
Really?
Is that true?
Is there anybody who's ever made good art without drugs?
Of course. What about Nirvana, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, David Bowie, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, Whitney Houston, The Grateful Dead, Motley Crue, the Sex Pistols, Ozzy Osbourne, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Elton John, and Bob Marley.
Whoa, who knew?
But what about our comedy heroes, Chris Farley and John Belushi?
Why, they were as straight edge as The Edge.
Wow!
You know, Two Tree Hill, a fun fact about me is I used to be an addict.
No way, Clark. You're way too creative to have ever tasted a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I used to be addicted to Oxycontin.
You're a hornet, don't do bee jokes. Oh, hey.
Oh.
Hello? Oh. It's for you, Clark.
Hello? Speaking. Oh. Is there anything you can do? All right, doctor. Thank you.
What is it, Clark?
My fatty liver disease has spread to my thorax. I don't think I have much time left.
Oh, cool.
I guess all the Oxycontin finally caught up with me. Time to die. A slow death. A bad death.
Oh, you know what that sound means?
6:30, bedtime.
That's right. All right, guys, we're so happy that you came to see us again. Come and see us next time, too,
Please
you
do.
know?
Please do.
We need to get to bed because we got a big day tomorrow. We're going to the circus.
Keep it down. It's a little loud. I'm sorry. We're going to the circus tomorrow to see the elephants. We're gonna see the elephants. We're gonna see the elephants and the giraffes. Shh. And also the rhinoceros.
Night, Ryan. I love you.
Night, JD. I know.
Okay, go ahead. Plug away.
Plug away. All right. Well, I'm still working on some stuff on TikTok. You can also find me on YouTube. At the account name is It's Keys, but the URL is youtube.com/theairjordan, HEIRJORDAN, because I was very clever when I was 16. And so check that out there. Also follow me on Spotify, and that's Keys with a period at the end because there's already a folk band called Keys, but it is my last name. So I didn't just steal it from the folk band, I just didn't do any research. And I put a period at the end, like the band Fun did when they found out that there was a Scandinavian metal band already called Fun.